Assessing the effect of logging intensity and fire frequency on the abundance of the yellow-footed Antechinus. The yellow-footed Antechinus is a small native Australian marsupial found throughout eastern Australia with a small population in Western Australia, as can be seen in Figure 1. Whilst logging and fire regimes are common throughout Australia, little is known about their impact on small mammal abundance. Logging is often followed by a high-intensity fire to remove any debris and create a nutrient-rich ground vegetation layer. Current literature suggests that small mammal abundance is higher in unburnt sites compared to burnt sites. This is due to the removal of the ground vegetation layer, as it greatly reduces the ability of prey species to hide from predators such as cats and foxes. Whilst other species of Antechinus have been studied, little is known about the response of the yellow-footed Antechinus. Therefore, the aim of this investigation was to determine if there is a significant effect of logging intensity and fire frequency on the abundance of yellow-footed Antechinus throughout Helidon Hills, Queensland, Australia. 6 properties were sampled throughout the study period from 2014 to 2017. Properties 1, 2 and 3 were always sampled throughout the first week of trapping and are privately owned. Properties 4, 5 and 6 were sampled throughout the second week of trapping and are owned by Ergon Energy, who utilised the land to harvest telegraph poles, hence why the logging intensity and fire frequency were high across these properties. 8 Elliott transects were laid out across each property. Each transect was 250 metres apart and consisted of 10 Elliott traps spaced 15 metres apart. A universal bait was utilised and traps were rebaited when necessary. Traps were classified as either operational or unoperational, and any animals caught were ear-notched so that recaptures were not counted twice. The results of this study indicate there was no significant effect of logging intensity or fire frequency on the abundance of yellow-footed Antechinus, as the p-value would need to be less than 0.05. There was also no significant difference between the survey years. Other papers have found that there is no difference in abundance between logged and unlogged sites. However, other studies have found that small mammal abundance, specifically a subspecies of the yellow-footed Antechinus, was greater on unburnt sites compared to burnt sites. However, upon constructing this graph, it is clear that the yellow-footed Antechinus occurred more frequently in the burnt site compared to the unburnt site. However, this could be due to the limitations of the study. Future studies could investigate the abundance of yellow-footed Antechinus in an area prior to any logging or burning activity and then post-logging and burning to examine the full effect of logging and burning